Welcome in. It is a Bud Light Monday Night Live show. We are at Pittsburgh Boomer Sooner headquarters tonight. Kelly Gregg was 1 minute and 1 second late tonight, but he still has a sense of humor. Welcome out, Kelly Gregg, for tonight here to Cottonville. And because I was supposed to be on a plane to Europe right now, my wife is ill but holding the camera, I'm going to allow Drew to host, co-host, or, I don't know, gang up on me tonight, because I gotta tell you what, Kelly, you gonna tell the practical joke you played on me on the way in, or do you not want to admit to it?
I'll tell it. You guys, yeah, you
Drew, is there anybody that dislikes your sense of humor more than me?
No.
No one in your whole world.
You can't stand it.
I can't stand it. Who has the exact same sense of humor as you?
Kelly Gregg.
Exactly. So I should just leave the podium and you guys can have all the fun tonight.
Let me just take over.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Nasty walks in, he says, dude, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard from Kelly Gregg. I mean, I saw him last night. I looked him in the eyes.
I flew 3,000 miles.
And I tell a story
to look at him half naked.
So he says, I mean, dude, I think he's showing, but I mean, what the hell? I don't know. They got their asses kicked. I don't know if he's showing up or not. So we're all waiting around, and it's 6:58, and Nestor's pacing a little bit, and all of a sudden, the cell phone buzzes. He looks at it, and he goes, dude, this is unbelievable. He shows me the phone, and it says,
cannot, 2 words, make it very ill. Kelly Gregg.
So he said,
and it came at 7:01.
Right. So he says, and I won't use the words exactly because we are under FCC rules, but he says, unbelievable. And then about 10 seconds later, and he comes.
Yeah, you
barging in the door.
Hoodwinked again.
Right, yeah. So now you don't like someone else's sense of humor besides mine. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. How you feeling, Cal?
Well, I feel all right. Could be better, but got a good laugh at your expense. That was good.
Well, you gotta laugh at something. I mean, seriously, you guys are...
We're taking a beating right now. Yeah.
You guys are struggling.
You gotta look for a, you know...
Even if it comes at my expense.
You bet. I knew you'd be up for it. You can take it.
I can take it. You're right.
Kelly, the one thing, and again, we've talked to Mike Flynn about this. We've had a bunch of guys out there in the midst of this losing streak. It's really coming from sort of all angles. I mean, you're getting it from the national media, you're getting it from the fans, and yet...
And Tom Brady's coming to town.
But, I mean, obviously, it's a tough time, and yet you saw, and I'll use Ogden as an example yesterday, a guy who probably really shouldn't be playing, I don't think. He's hobbling around sitting on one leg. But he dives for that fumble, and obviously has given everything he's got. I mean, you know, and you guys are all doing the same thing. It's just not happening for you, but you're getting it from all angles, that's for sure.
Oh,
you guys take it easy.
Did your family talk about it with you? Talk about it with the wife? I mean, is it something that you feel like would validate you as a football player? Because look, there've been a lot of veteran guys here that haven't gotten that call.
It don't bother me either way. I mean, I don't need no one, media or somebody saying, hey, you're validated. I just go out and try to do my job and be productive. But, like I said, it'd be nice. But, I mean, I'd rather win games than go to the Pro Bowl.
Hey, Kelly, one of the things this morning I talked to Rex, and I talk to him every week on the air. We do a segment with him. He obviously is really taken back by this. I mean, and not that any coaches on the team are thrilled about 4-7, but Rex takes such enormous pride departmentally. Talk a little bit about him for us and what he's done for you.
Oh man, we've had great coordinators here in the past, but you look at the one constant with the guys in the past. Rex was always here, with Marvin, Coach Nolan, even when Del Rio, he wasn't a coordinator, but was on the staff, and Rex top coach in the league, and and it's tough. We all love playing for him, and we hate letting him down, and it's tough to come over to the sideline after a team scored and look him in the eyes, but. We just got to get it done, but he's the top coach around.
What's your relationship with him? Where's the genesis of that thing? Where, because I'll give you the genesis. I didn't know you were alive Super Bowl year, and as a matter of fact, I didn't even really know you were practice squad until remember that 30-minute video came out at the end, and I looked down like a year later, I'm like, oh my God, that's Kelly Gregg on the sideline in Tampa. I mean, most fans didn't even know you were on a team at that point. The following year, 9/11 happened right out of the gate, and we went out to Denver to play a game. and for whatever reason, my airline canceled my flights, like a lot of 9/11 stuff, and I wound up on the team bus. The only time I ever flew the charter back was from that Denver game that we played out there in early 2001 with Elvis Kerback. And I'll never forget being on, because I rode on the bus to the airport in Denver with Rex. Kind of accidentally. I sat down, he was there, you know, we struck up a conversation. Anybody's ever driven to the Denver airport in downtown Denver? It's like from here to Philly. I mean, it's a long ride. And if you're on the team bus, you get like a motor, the police escort, the whole deal, motorcade. And I'll never forget pulling out of the thing, and I said, "Dad, what's going on, Rex? Tell me about the team, whatever." And all he can, because he doesn't call you Kelly Gregg, he calls you "Oh Kelly Gregg." "Oh Kelly Gregg." He said, "Oh Kelly Gregg's gonna play now." And he told me, and I said, the guy that looks like a fire hydrant, that dude. And he said, "Yeah, oh, Kelly Gregg, wrestler, Oklahoma, leverage, he's gonna play, he's gonna be a hell of a player." And I'm like, hey, you know, I mean, you don't want to doubt Rex Ryan, you know, I mean, even Buddy's son, the whole deal. And I'm thinking, well, you know, Rex likes this guy with the, you know, the 2 G's on. Okay, I'll get to know him a little bit. And I remember that year with you, we sat at a table together at the United Way thing. And I got to know you a little bit. We ate some cake, we met some sponsors and all that stuff. And from that point on, I mean, you've been a starter. I mean, Rex put you in. There's got to be some real blood on the bricks, specifically with you and Rex. You remember the first time you met Rex?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was my senior year. He came in as defense coordinator at Oklahoma. And, you know, I mean, it was just great, just the way he would talk. And, you know, this guy you go to battle with any time. The way, you know, he believes in you even when, you know, no one else does. And you got a lot of respect for that. I mean, he'll go to bat for anybody that he believes in. And it's just, you know, it's just what kind of guy you want to play for. And he told us back then, you know, he don't care what you look like. If you can play, he'll play you.
What is it about you, in your own mind, that made Rex take a chance on a guy that, quite frankly, and you kid around about it, you get sent to, looks like a fire hydrant, you're too short, you don't pass the eyeball. I mean, all the reasons 31 other teams wouldn't say, "I want you on my team." But Rex saw through all that. But what about you, in your mind, made Rex take a chance on you?
I think, you know, just the way that I'm going to go out and work every day. And, you know, Rex knows that I'll do whatever's asked. And if they ask me to hold guys, I'll hold guys. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes. And I think that's what, you know, Rex believes in, just guys doing their job. And he knows that's all I'm about.
Well, one of Rex's things, too, is he is a run-stop guy first, right? I mean, that's the one thing he says. We're going to stop the run first, and then we'll take it from there. And that's really your forte. I mean, you guys are a lot alike in that way.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, he don't want no one running on, you know, his defenses, and we don't want no one running on us personally. So, you know, you love paying for a guy like Rex, and I just hope we can get a turnaround where, you know, we should be the top defense in the league, and hopefully we'll get a turnaround.
Was there a legitimate, in your own mind, legitimate chance that you were never going to play in this league? Was there a time where you believed that it wasn't about you, it was about somebody taking a chance on you?
Yeah.
Because you were out on the street for a while.
I mean, luckily I was on, you know, practice squad. I was never really on the street. But, I mean, it just, you know, and Ozzy did a good job. It just took someone giving me a chance. You know, not many general managers or coaches are going to stick their neck on a guy 6 foot. They'd rather stick their neck on a guy 6'4". So if the guy's no good, he'd say, hey, he had all the intangibles. He was tall, he had long arms. But, you know, and once you get your shot, you just got to take care of it. And, you know, Goose told me a long time ago, he came in the back door, and it's not where you start, it's where you end up.
Kelly Gregg is out with us tonight. It's been a couple of years. Had a lot to talk to Kelly about. Drew's out. We want to thank Pibbs Pub, Susquehanna Bank, Charles Newsonoff and Sons for being our guest tonight. Kelly will receive a $100 gift certificate for Charles Newsonoff and Sons. Sydney's here. It's the holidays, so if you need a ring or some jewelry, go see him. And the law offices of Crispin and Facetta. We're going to come back. We're going to continue on with Kelly Gregg. We have a special Kelly Gregg fan in the house tonight. We're going to bring up, have some fun with. Drew's here. I'm here. Despite 4 and 7, we're having some fun with Kelly Gregg tonight out here at Pibbs Pub on the Bud Light Monday Night Live show. Stay with us.